Oh, that's just.
They can't hear.
There they are.
They can't hear it.
There they are. Well, it just started going live, so that's all right. I can't find sophisticated Hoosiers. There we go. Put it in there.
It's time to find some land in the woods, guys. I've been putting a bunch of stuff out there. That Kennett Springs. What the hell is it called?
That's what you told me it was earlier.
Well, maybe I made that up. But
it's entirely possible. We actually did get a star. Hilarious.
No. Hey guys, we're live on 2 screens. I guess we could do one of these. That's not gonna work. We could do one of these. Hello, Lowen Rosario, Barriswill. Hello, Skittles is watching. Hello, Greg Polar. Craig, that
Skittles
hat.
is in that. Oh, dude, this hat, bro. They're available.
Is that the glow in the darkies?
Oh, you should. This thing in the black light is absolutely absurd.
Oh, I bet. I want some clothing that reacts to the lights.
Dude, with this shirt too, because I just got a Vibes Worth. Sometimes you just need a Vibes Worth.
Anyone guess what jersey this is? They won't, because I think it's a made-up jersey I bought from one of those places. That did you not know? You've been staring at my ass all night.
I've been staring. Yeah, I didn't get up above the number. I didn't get up above the number.
Get the lats. Speaking of lats and traps, dude, you're looking. You've been doing some stuff,
buddy.
Dude.
I'm feeling good.
I gotta start feeling
slim.
good.
I was telling you, I don't know the last time I stepped on a scale. Don't really care about my weight.
Don't really care about my weight.
But I had a real issue with the towel wrap out of the shower. Like, it was getting to be where it's like, oh, I got to fucking buy beach towels or something? What's going on here, dude?
You're just a slice of man.
What's going on here, dude?
A towel can't contain you.
I'm about
you got
a month
big boy
in.
Towel?
I'm about a month into a real heavy keto, mostly carnivore diet. And let me tell you, pal, it's about a 1 3/4 wrap now. Like, it's weird. The inches difference is
Give him a
significant.
show.
Give him a show. He's got this crazy camera situation. I like it. This is pretty neat.
Yeah, it's good if we just kind of play it right.
But yeah, no, I'm feeling great, dude. I don't know, weight difference, but my joints don't hurt. Hey, Facebook friends, if you really want to tune in,
we're just giving you
show,
a small taste here.
Everything's gonna kick over to Twitch, and then we're gonna take a recorded show to the Patreon, because we are gonna talk about some stuff that people haven't been missing. I don't think from us, we do have a couple of Lindsey Graham skits.
I do declare,
Lindsey Graham has a lot of good ideas.
I want to send your babies to Iran.
Listen, there's just not enough good-looking young boys anymore. We got to instate a draft, because we just got a bunch of little pudgy little boys running around, and I only got so many years left on this earth to just milk everything I can out of it, so we might as well have some pretty sexy little army soldier boys.
Why do you think I'm going into Cuba?
I'm going to Cuba next. I like them Latin. Lindsey Graham's the worst human of all time.
He's the worst. There's a lot of worst ones out there right now, too. Allison Christine, Mizzou.
I always feel so much better when I go keto. Man, me too. I love bread. I miss crackers.
So what is keto?
It's just no carbs. Like, you just no refined sugars. No refined sugars. Just
get on some
plants,
whole grains,
meat. You can get some dairy in there if you want.
I've been hearing
eggs,
some stuff
a lot of eggs.
Okay, did you hear the garden idea where we get all the Hoosiers together and we get gardens going, and we get all the Hoosiers together, we get some gardens going, and we totally share our food with each other? Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the people with power are trying to kill us and replace us with robots. That's what's happening. They're trying to do that right now. So we kind of have to. Oh, I don't know. What did we used to say? We got to get them to knock it off. Knock it, not nuke it. Nuke it off.
People gotta knock it off.
Knock it off is what we were saying. So sometimes this gotta knock it off a little bit. Thank you, Mycelial Media, for saying knock it off on there.
Knock it off. Hi, buddies. You know who that is, Steve?
Of course I do.
They can barely hear it there, but the people on Twitch are catching
crawdaddies right now. Guys, if you want to experience the lust of the Lord, then you've come to the right place. That's kind of
That's what you feel.
yeah.
You are God's lingam.
I do feel that way.
You're the
as
Lord's
such.
lingam.
As such, I'm not quite sure what the lingam is. I always like to use context
it's a
clues.
male's wand of light.
Well, then yes.
Yes, you are
Then
the
a
Lord's
resounding
lingam.
yes. Okay, ready? Never apart, and I will love you forever and never. I was trying to go Sister Act, but
I got you, but that's the song you picked instead of like, oh, you're going
it.
Sister Act 1.
What's resounding? Where she goes. Regina. I thought there was a resounding somewhere.
Yeah, they
Hear the resounding hymn. Resounding hymn. Fucking yeah! Let's go. How horny is that?
Seraphim.
Kind of like you should do the whole thing. Where it's like,
She's like,
oh, like, crushed it, dude. So we're looking for some land. If anyone has land that they would like to give us right now, the group,
give us some land.
give us some land.
Give us some. What are you doing? Quit holding out with Bogart and the land, dude.
Yeah, all these. I'm sick and tired of old people having stuff. I am.
Take it.
I'm
Try to
over-
take all these old people's stuff. No, please. I'm actually. This is the thing. I like thought experiments. I would love for you to
You are a thought
I
experiment.
would love for you to walk me through why old people are those that we should burglarize. Without stating the obvious, they're an easy target.
You kind of took the words right out of my mouth. That's it. I mean, that's it.
That's it. That's it.
I
We
got
don't have to
too much
complicate.
stuff.
We don't have to complicate anything.
Easily
I'm
choked.
taking it because I can.
Yes.
You're fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine. Stole that shit.
I don't.
That's what I do. Stole that shit.
I'm the wand of the Lord. I don't know if you remember that. I don't really listen to
You're the Lord's
Tekashi.
You're the Lord's lingam.
Hey guys,
There's
it's
room for
Twitch.
everybody in the Lord's lingam.
No. There's one guy.
Oh, I can tell you one guy.
He's testing all the patience that a man could have.
I have to go to Kinko's and print off a picture of him to put on.
No, you don't. You don't. We really don't. Because Facebook is a cesspool, man. I don't know if you guys know that on Facebook right now, all you freaks out there. Because a lot of us, just absolute freaky deeks, which usually is a good thing. But we got a mess. That's the Discord popping
That's
off.
the Discord popping off, dude.
Oh, I do. I have a Discord, sir.
That's
Let's
the
check
Discord
it.
popping off.
We'll pause this for a minute. We'll check our Discord.
Hey, can I tell them about something cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
Friends on Facebook, Dirt Wire. They're coming Tuesday, March 31st. And we are going to have a little ticket giveaway teamed up with the Old Rock House. If you dig on Dirt Wire, it's a little like and share contest with Old Rock House and Hoosier Sophisticate. Tagging your friends on Instagram. We'll have a post up on Monday. Look out for it. Share it. We'll draw it. I'm going to be there. This show is going to rip. Come check out Dirt Wire. If you guys have not experienced Dirt Wire live, it's super fun. You should definitely check it out. We got a little like and share contest. Friends at the Old Rock House asking us if we would help pimp the show a little bit. And I thought that was pretty cool.
I too thought that was pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Pretty neat stuff. Dirt Wire rips.
You know what? If you can surround yourself with neat stuff, that's nice.
That's
a nice.
Here's the. You know
That's a
what,
nice
Steve?
thing.
There is no shortage of neat stuff. There's no
There
shortage
isn't.
of
You have
neat
to
stuff.
look. You have to kind of like, you know that there's a term for it. It's called like Roseanne Barr syndrome or something like that. And it's when like you say, my buddy just bought a yellow Volkswagen bus.
Sure. And then you start seeing
and
yellow
then you
Volkswagen
see a
buses.
million yellow Volkswagen buses.
Yeah.
You know?
I do know. It's just like that.
If you look for neat stuff,
You'll find neat stuff.
we had a neat. Your outside was neat. It's
Buddy.
not the Sad Dad complex anymore. This is the Rad Dad.
Rad Dad Complex, yeah, we built a half pipe.
Freaking
We built a half pipe out there, and we were actually there's
so many blown ACLs.
Jim,
out
my
there.
neighbor, 2 doors down. He's
Jim.
welding a steel sphere for us to do the motorcycles inside the
Oh,
sphere.
well, obviously.
Everybody's wanted to try that since they
Obviously.
were kids.
Absolutely.
and it's not just something you can do anywhere. So we were like, why not here?
And what's
why not
awesome-
here? Why not now?
Is a lot of the Rad Dads have heavy motorcycles,
Yes.
which
Yeah, fat
that
boys,
would-
like a lot of fat boys, gold wings, like road cruisers. It's a big sphere, and that's the thing. The hope is that you can really open the throttle up and get kind of moving.
yeah, be like a hamster ball.
Like,
Actually,
it's a good opportunity.
you
where
ever
it
go
does
just
break
rolling
loose.
down this hill of tall grass over
Yeah,
there?
sometimes I do it. And I run through it naked
that
as
would
fast as I can.
be wretched.
Just
Through the
razor grass.
switchbacks.
Just razor grass.
Is there anything worse than that?
That's
Running dick out at razor glass.
Hello,
grass.
governor. Sup? Somebody olive me the Discord link. I'll get you the Discord link. I'll do it right now.
Olive it to her.
I'll olive it to her. What's up
Okay.
with the people over on Facebook?
I think they want to hear some just tips about life.
Tips about life?
Yeah, I got some things that I've been
Stop
thinking about.
masturbating.
Yeah, totally.
Stop doing that. Stop
Stop doing it. That's
spilling your
Yep.
your life force and your energy, your chi.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah,
Stop doing that.
Fulfill your fullest potential.
Yes, and part of that is not being a slave to impulse.
Absolutely.
Stop
That's
masturbating.
You heard it here first. The masturbation stops
It stops here
today.
Stops now.
Stops 9:04.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. That's the
Knock
whole-
it off. Knock it off.
So and you know, with finding the neat things, because there's a lot of things in the world right now, and it's like, do we even? We're gonna get into it, but I'd rather focus on the positive. I feel like a lot of energy is being wasted focusing on the negative. So it's a hard balance to how upset should I be? Is me being upset about things actually doing anything? Is it moving me? Is it causing any sort of change that I can see? Or am I just the old man yelling at the clouds? Is that what this is? So it's a weird time, but I think people our age are uniquely equipped to handle the world that is at our feet right now. And I'm talking about people probably, let's say 35 to 45. Let's do that. Let's do a solid 10 years where they had a foot in the old world and a foot totally in the new world. And we can be just as, like we always talk about being like social chameleons.
Yeah.
And you can fit in at the biker bar or the boardroom. And now it's like, well, we know that World War II generation, that Korean War generation, we saw that. We saw peak America, where like it was like the whole world's like, look at those freaking guys.
And what do we see now? What do we see now? Prime marks.
Well, what do we see now?
What do we see now?
Lindsey Graham? Well, I'll tell you what I see.
Money.
I see a bunch of your children, not mine.
And I couldn't make children.
And I think they'll be pretty good with a full fistful of beans.
Fistful of beans.
Okay, wait, I'm on Twitch now. I'm going to get off Facebook because sometimes you can't. I got to be, I'm like editing what I say, and I hate editing what I say for these stupid things.
Tell you
Because
what.
I already got one strike.
Here.
I'll be done. I'll be done again.
Be
This
done.
guy's done. This guy's done.
Here, hang
Some
on
of the
a second.
business is on Facebook. What is going on? Facebook's a piece of trash. See, this is what I'm saying. How upset do you get about things, and how much you got to put stuff in action? That's what we're doing now. That's why we want to find some land. That's why we want to do that. I just need to keep the microphone up. How much is too much arguing with retards online?
Yeah.
I'm my toes.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
I'll say it. There's at some point it's cathartic.
How much? I would say you can dedicate Because what it made me realize is like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
It doesn't make you feel good.
Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't. It never makes Steve feel good.
No,
it doesn't. It's not his thing. It's really not his thing.
If it was,
but
just,
it's fucking mine.
And it does. I believe. I think the universe is the universe learning about itself.
Yeah,
We
well, I
are
agree.
the
Hey,
universe.
listen, I don't.
So if you were gonna learn everything, you gotta act every way.
Sure.
That's the
I agree.
only way.
It takes all
to
types. It takes all types.
It takes
all types,
and
it
we're all
takes-
gonna die.
And it takes different mirrors. It takes convex mirrors, concave mirrors. Even just the way that it's reflecting this
Fun
projection.
house mirrors.
Fun house mirrors.
Do you like to watch kids get lost in those and just whack their
just-
face like 4 times?
I've seen it in real time. There's a little mirror maze outside of the Kaufman Arts Center in Kansas City. I was having a nice little day. I think Landon and I just went and had a little day at the art museum. We went and visited my buddy Joe after he had surgery. We stayed with him for a couple days. And we were at the art museum. We're like running around having a good little day. I was like, oh, dude, let's do this mirror magazine.
We're on Twitch.
I watched probably 4 kids just
no.
eat it. Just
Yeah,
eat
dude.
it.
They're like just going for
and
it.
honestly,
dude.
like there's times even going slow where you're like, whoa, that one snuck up on me. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
these
dude.
kids are booking it.
That's when you know that should be the test. Because I bet a lot of these people that you argue with online, they're in that. They're in the fun house and they're like, poof.
I've just been. Here's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like, but that now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I do get.
thank
I 100% get what you mean. This is where I'm at with Facebook. I've been using it wrong all along. I didn't realize that it was a fun house. It had turned into. Yes, I did. I did realize that it had turned into a fun house. But where did that come from? Oh, that's just the title of it. Okay, Friday Night Funk Fest.
No, it's. I guess someone said it on something.
Yeah, right here, Stream Elements.
Oh. That's our chat box.
I think all the chat's like down there though. But listen, I've been using Facebook wrong all along. And I thought that it was going to be this tool because we were all connected that we could use to speak love into this world. And I was wrong. I was wrong. And it's okay. It's like, here's the thing.
fine.
This is the lesson. It's my lesson. It's your lesson. It's all of our lessons. Like,
Here's the lesson.
we have so many of us have the foundation. Our foundation for truth is fucking crumbling. Like, all of the things that they taught us growing up that are like outside of how to be a good human are not real. So like, let's strip all that shit away and get to the solid fucking bedrock of what it is to be a fucking good person, right? Okay, easy enough. But that's not how Facebook works. And I was like, as my own little experiment, I was actively. I've always wanted to be like, you know, I want to be open to. I don't want to block anybody. I don't want to block any news agency. I want to see things that I don't agree with, and I want to be able to process them. Well, I did that forever. And then it's like, okay, but it's not really, it's either feeding me things that are like exactly how I think, which I like, it gets me a chuckle, but it's like, okay. Or it's feeding me something that infuriates me that anybody could think that it's, there is no discourse. We know this, right? This is none of this is news. But then I started like actively trying to shape my algorithm on Facebook. Did the same time, which is weird that Insta is the same company. It is weird that Insta is the same company, but I think that it's Meta. If you're a creator on Meta, it gives you an A/B option. So like when you are going to post content, you have like an A/B option, and it will show it to test markets. You can test an ad that looks like this and test an ad that looks like this. Split your ad dollars, whichever one seems to be getting more traction, you can then switch it over. That's what Facebook and Instagram feels like to me, where it's like Facebook is this one where obviously it's become this thing where it's multi-generational. And so the content, they want the content to either be very incendiary, but it's never very free thinking, right? The only incendiary thought is like all of this shit that is being pushed out through these think tanks, and you can tell because it's like all of these random like news pages or whatever that you never followed before. And as I'm like, oh, I'm liking more art videos, I'm liking more creators, I'm liking more of this, and I'm actively deleting or like snoozing, different. And I swear it's like you cut off the Hydra, you cut off fucking one head and 10 more fucking pop up, to where Facebook shutting down my other account, like there was like some weird emotions attached to it, because I got to thinking, I was like, man, I have like a lifetime of memories. I have 17 years of pictures on there. I have pictures that I maybe only have on there with my dad, with Landon growing up as a baby, like. And I was thinking about that, and I do have most of it backed up. I have, but like not all of it. And then I got thinking about like some of the messages and things like that. I don't really care about the posts. I don't care about anything other than that. And then when I logged into this other account, it's like I never really cultivated that feed at all. It was just something so I could speak to the cotillion. And it is fucking mayhem. Dude, it's mayhem. Other than the very few things that I had the opportunity to like in, whatever, the less than a month collective that I've been on that, account. So I feel like they're running this experiment, because Instagram is the exact opposite. Instagram, my fucking algorithm is so dialed on Instagram. You got me with one today. I really wanted to see it blow up.
Me too.
But that's exactly why that's hilarious, because both parts is like, well, this was a reel that can't miss. It hits on 3 different fronts. I want to see it explode. Those are great tits, and the guy's reaction is exactly what I thought.
Yeah, it's a great.
It's video. A brilliant, like, there's like an art to this shit.
Yes,
and Instagram really is like it's not a rage furnace.
Instagram's the only thing that I find myself just chuckling,
laughing, dude. If you get Instagram feels like to me what Reddit felt like 12 years ago, like when the comments would have me in tears laughing.
Yes.
Like some of the most creative thought you've ever imagined. And when you thought you came up with a real zinger, 3 people have said it. And you're like, whoa. Like it was like so I remember like Reddit in like 2010, 2012. So like it was so it was almost defeating.
That chick with the great rack, who kind of has the short haircut in front of the camper.
Oh, dude.
And the comment.
You look like if a man and a woman had
a baby. And so the comment section, and then people are like, it's nice Forrest Gump running. Nice tits, bro.
Nice titties, Miss N-word.
Oh my, yes, dude, so good. All right. So we're about to shut Facebook down.
We're shutting it all down. We're gonna record an episode and put it up for our Patreon peeps, and it's been nice checking in with you.
We're gonna do some looks max. And do you have a hammer I can bash my face with?
Dude, I ever.
Craig's gonna help me looks max.
I'm gonna smash Steve's cheekbones with a ball peen hammer.
We got to keep up with these kids.
You like your cheeks now, Doug? You like your cheeks now?
Oh, dude, you can't say his name 3 times. He'll appear at your front door with a warrant. With his own.
Some bear spray.
I'd love to get some of these people with some bear spray. I think you know who.
We had speaking of it.
Like that sounded horrible.
Maybe I'll save this. I'll give a little teaser.
We're gonna tease
absolutely
you.
Insane day at the laundromat the other day.
Oh
where
my
I
God.
witnessed one of the most.
Listen, I'm telling you, your story doesn't.
I know I can't. It's hard to tell the story.
It's hard to do it. When I saw the video,
I can't release the video.
You have to release.
I can't release.
Why?
The video. I just can't do that. I mean,
why?
I can release the audio. I can release the audio. There's no names.
What if we animated the audio?
Okay, I'm here for that, guys. Absolutely insane.
We'll animate the audio to this. I will. I'll put it in that program that does that.
That was exactly the one I called out to. One of my faves.
Poo Poo Pee Pee's on
it.
absolute fire tonight.
On it.
She's on fire
She's like,
in the
how many
chat.
can I say tonight?
Jeez.
good stuff. I forgot
It
where I
is
was going
good
with
stuff.
that.
It is really good stuff.
Hey guys, look out this week.
It was your the story about the laundromat.
Yeah, I
dude.
know. Well, the laundromat story, I do want to tease that. There was something else I was, I sidebarred.
Oh, well, then don't let me take that.
I sidebarred, but I will do that. Yes. Guys, Dirt Wire. We have a little like and share contest coming up on Instagram. Thank you, sir. You're going to like and follow Hoosier Sophisticate, the Old Rock House. I think Dead Wax Records is in on it as well. And Dirt Wire. And tag your friends in it, man. We got 2 tickets to give away for this awesome show, Tuesday, March 31st at Old Rock House. Dirt Wire rips. If you guys have never seen a Dirt Wire show live, there ain't many shows like it. It's pretty freaking sweet.
Pretty sweet, guys.
Pretty sweet, dog. What else? Yeah, that's all. That's all we got, guys. Facebook, thanks for tuning in for a second. We got a star out of the deal.
Facebook.
You guys would be great
I
on the
did want
radio.
to. I did want to say one thing, adding on to that algorithm talk.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I thought the algorithm was a reflection of society itself. And I do think that was a part of it because it was a little bit, if it bleeds, it leads. If it bleeds, it leads.
That's
See,
what they
I'm
say.
saying.
That's what they say.
We have this knowledge of the old world to where on the regular news, they knew some of these stories. And even Anchorman 2, I think that's the storyline. Like the rage furnace of news.
24-hour news cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
news for ratings.
Yes, so it's like, oh, well, that's a little bit of our own fault.
Sure.
Because we were doing that ourselves. But now the algorithms are so dialed in that if it's not predicting what you want to see, what kind of mood you're in, the amount of data they are pulling from these cameras everywhere while you're watching your TikTok, I mean, it's getting where your eyes are going. It's getting microseconds. It's studying that if you have a tendency to buy something, it will track what happened before you bought something. And then it'll try to replicate that.
Interesting.
And so, like, if you watched 4 funny videos and then a sad one,
and then
an ad, it knows, okay, that's one way to get them. I hit them. I make them laugh a bunch. I hit them in their feels. And then okay, now they're ready to purchase something. Because the world isn't that complicated. It's like, how much can I get you to spend on whatever bullshit or real product I have? And will my killers kill the people who are standing in my way? And am I willing to do that? That's how the entire world operates. If I break it down to the simplest way it can be said, I think it's the killers kill. And if they have a lot of money and they're willing to kill, well, by God, they can make anything happen in the world. And it's like, well, that's pretty kind of, that's kind of how things work. And then everybody else is just scrapping. Everybody else is like, well, my product is this. Pay me this much for this product. Oh, well, this is fraud. This is fraud. I can get some fraud. Fraud's almost like a good thing. Why wouldn't you fraud? If like we don't have this base set of morals that we're all working with here as a country. So I just frauded before you could fraud. It reminds me of Bo Burnham where he's like, genocide, natives say you got to it first.
Yep.
It's like we all want to pretend like, this thing, this is fraud. Hey, these people are fraud. This people are fraud. It's like, yeah, in this country, it's like, yeah, why wouldn't you get some free fucking money, dude? I don't care that other people.
So long.
The country's almost built on the grift.
Well, for sure. I mean, that is. Listen.
Damn, dude. This is. Come on, y'all.
Should we take it over to?
Yeah, of course we should. Everyone's really populating the old Twitch feed. Love to see it, dude. That Alex Jones Duncan podcast spooked me out about how much. Oh,
funny
the
enough,
tracking and earbuds, I guarantee there already are patents. You can look this up. There already are patents that the electromagnification of our thoughts will be able to be read by the devices. I believe it's Amazon and Google own the theoretical patent that's like, well, if we figure this out, we get dibs.
Yeah, we get to own their
We
brains.
get dibs.
We get to own their brain space.
If they're thinking something and we're able to, like, oh, when you're thinking, your electromagnetic field kind of turns red in this area, and their camera can now pick that up. Oh my gosh! Now we know exactly what.
We know how
oh
you're
my
excited.
god!
You're so
Yes,
excited about
your
it.
heart rate, your eye twitch, all of the data. So we just got to make sure that, like, ChatGPT, I love to see everyone's quitting ChatGPT because they're the biggest liars of all time.
So
They're the biggest
what I
liars,
saw.
pieces of shit of all time.
There's been 2.5 million cancellations of subscriptions for ChatGPT, OpenAI. They still have 990 million users worldwide.
Oh yeah,
Of-
they're the big
which,
boys.
Here's another fucking thing maybe we'll touch on a little bit. This fucking China population conspiracy is pretty nifty and juicy.
And the China AI thing's
it's
wild too.
Like, all of it feels like, this is the thing. Like, I know that there are things that infuriate me, especially when it comes to. It really felt like for just a second we might be a little bit closer to fucking everything cooling the fuck out for a little while. Yeah, it has been.
Cooling out,
seemed like there was some peace on the way. And to see, like, I've had this really weird
growth
empathy.
on your inner thigh.
Growth on my. It's actually a little higher in my inner thigh. Empathy for the old men that just didn't get it when I was an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old, and I'm like,
an old
these
man
motherfuckers.
now.
They saw the same shit.
Yeah, man.
As soon as it
Trad
was
dad.
time to be done with Vietnam and we were just kind of starting to recover. Oh, let's go to the fucking Persian Gulf. And then as soon as it's time
Thank
to
you.
be done with that, so, oh, there's fucking 9/11.
You finished my thought from earlier.
Oh, man, it's almost fucking peacetime. We literally just botched leaving Afghanistan as horribly as you can. And I felt like it was just spitting in the fucking face of everybody of all the people we lost there, everybody that served there. The way that we handled it's fucking crazy. And everyone's like, that shit is egregious. There's no fucking way we allowed that to happen for 20 fucking years. No fucking way. And I was 18 years old when all of my buddies started signing up, and they all started going to some fucking country in the middle of fuck nowhere to fight for something that didn't have fucking shit to do with them. And I got to thinking about it, and there are days where I regret not doing it because the ones that did make it through, that didn't break, they're in a pretty good spot at 40 years old.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? I know a bunch that did make it through and did break and didn't make it through. And then it's like, now my son is 18. And when I think about like we're doing some kind of we had to go to DMV the other day for IDs and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, this is the first time you've been here since you're 18. We got to sign you up for the selective draft." And I'm just like, and that's the deal, like, whatever, that's always been the deal. But just hearing her say that now, when I was a kid, I was like, sure, send me whatever. Like, but now it's like,
I'm a meat missile.
Enough of this shit, man. So, like, that is so disheartening.
I
It's so
assume the
disheartening.
adults would have learned, because you totally broke down the exact timeline from my thought earlier, where we had a foot in the old world and a foot in the new. Because we've seen all of those things you mentioned. We
We've now
didn't see
seen the
World
cycle.
War II and stuff, but like they painted us the most miraculous picture of that time frame. Like, our generation was inundated with that. Like, Grandparents' Day, it's like, hey man, we had a parade when we got
You
back,
bet.
and Pearl Harbor happened, and this is
bet.
awesome. I was on a freaking destroyer, and I was doing it. And it's like, man, what a romantic time. I wrote love letters back to your grandma, and she was like sucking them. And I was like, give me some pictures, you silly bitch. The World War II era, it was beautiful.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
And so we've seen all of those things. And when it comes down to now, with like the death of reality as we know it, you sometimes wonder, was any of that real?
Oh, well, I do. I mean, have a timeline.
Was any of it real?
Have a timeline that just spans across the wall and throw a dart. And just start from there. And go backwards. Like, that's what's fucking crazy, is like every time you peel the onion, you're like, well, fuck. Okay, there is an undeniable, very real thing, which, by the way, again, All of this shit is coming out with all of these Freedom of Information Act releases and everything. MK Ultra stuff being released. All of the things that your tinfoil hats, like literally spraying chemicals on people. Everyone's like, yeah, why would the fucking government do that? Hey, listen, everybody's been asking, why would the government do that? Half of the people were saying, hey, the government's doing that. And the other half were like, you're a fucking idiot for thinking that. Guys, everybody that was so confident that everybody who had a different idea was such a fucking idiot. Can we get just an ounce of humility? I just need everybody... Listen, I am wrong all the time, and I like it when people fucking show me why I'm wrong so I don't have to be wrong again. And, that's the deal.
Yeah,
that's
the best part of being online sometimes.
There's a step, and it's a little uncomfortable. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, and that's the part where you realize, fuck, I'm wrong. Fuck, I'm wrong.
That's the best part.
I was telling you about this podcast that I was hearing, and they were talking about the difference between shame and remorse.
Yeah, dude, I was hoping you'd get
And
to
shame is like a fucking, like a cloak, like a wet blanket that you wear that is like this constant reminder that you're supposed to suffer for what you did. Whereas remorse is like you acknowledging and confronting the fact that you did this thing. It was out of alignment with how you wanted to act. It was maybe just wrong factually, but that's what it was. And you wish that you had it right, and you can be right going. You're remorseful that you had it right, and you can be right going forward. And I thought that was really interesting because we always talk about like there are too many people. Like there's ongoing trope, bring back shame. Like at some point also, but we had it kind of wrong. Bring back remorse, bring back accountability, and bring back it being okay to be wrong. Like having a little bit of grace. Like I am so happy to extend grace for somebody who's willing to fucking have like a conversation in good faith. That to me is fine. When somebody is an outright abject fucking prick and being wrong at the same time and everything, it's like, I want you to know how fucking, not just how fucking wrong you are, but just how fucking wrong you are for how you handle being wrong. Like it's even more fucking wrong. Like the essence of you as a person fucking sucks because you think you're above reproach. And that is no basis for any kind of forward-moving conversation.
I always like the analogy of it takes all types of coaches.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because some coaches
give
are
me a
up your
hard-ass
ass.
coach.
Yeah. And
Give
I'd
me a
rather have a
hard-ass
coach be
coach.
like, listen, okay, I'm going to break this down for you. I'm going to be stern, and I am going to let you know I mean business. But here's what we need to get done. And it's like, oh, I had those coaches were so much better for me.
Those coaches were good.
And so I think it's just like there's all sorts of ways that things have to be done. Because I did watch I love those jubilees where it's like 10 conservatives versus one liberal.
I know
it's
what
like
you're
one
talking about,
person
but I've
sitting at
never
a
really
table,
watched them.
and then
Yeah,
there's like 10 chairs. Or
I've never
whatever.
really watched them though.
Oh, they're pretty good. And one it was.
Are they like fair conversations?
Yeah, and they have like fact checks that's going alongside of the screen the whole time. But, it's like being wrong. That's the whole point. It's like I thought about myself,
Yes.
like how many times I've failed in my life already, like at things I've failed at. Like I wanted to do this. Well, that didn't kind of work out. Well, I wanted to do this, but I'm like, that's just kind of who you are. You're a guy who tries shit.
Yeah,
and
that's
if
the point.
you're a guy who tries shit, you are going to fail damn near
Almost all the
every
time.
time
You bet.
you try.
You bet.
Like, try something new.
And also,
You're gonna fail.
I'm not exactly sure.
Get on with it.
It is really fun to like focus on something and then bring that thing to reality, like from concept to reality. That is very fun.
Yes. Let's go, dude. What happened?
I think that means someone shared the stream or something. I don't know. But like, help me out. Where were we just at?
Cher was showing her pussy
Damn
on that
it,
fucking
Cher
boat
with
with her son playing guitar in the
The
background.
masked kid.
No. All right, we're gonna shut this down.
Shut
guys.
down Facebook. We'll let Twitch
We're
hang a
on
little
Twitch.
bit longer,
And then what should we do?
and then we'll do a little Patreon, just
Yo.
something.
All right, cool. See you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope
Go to Twitch.
made you-
Twitch.com.
Yeah, Twitch.
/ Who's Biscuit.
Twitch.com/. I'll share it too on my thing.
Now that they're fucking
Yeah,
out there.
God, get Facebook out of here.
Now that
Now
those
we can,
fucking nerds.
now we can have a talk. Now
Let's
you
have
want
a
to hear
little-
my thoughts on Israel?
No, I think that's on the recorded one for the Patreon.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought I was getting into the Netanyahu's dead thing. Or,
He's dead, dude. He's dead.
We're just talking about the death of reality, and I mean that's right about.
I don't listen.
Like
I don't
we
know.
said, AI videos were going to be indistinguishable. Remember when we said that, like at the beginning of the AI stuff? We were
Yeah,
well,
and
eventually-
and then we always said, "Hey, look at the fingers.
look at
The fucking fingers, dude. It's the fucking number one rule."
and the lighting. I think the lighting
It's
is
a little
bad,
weird.
too. I think
Constant
the lighting
camera
is-
changing. A little weird.
Well,
A lot of it's weird.
angles that don't make any sense.
A lot of it's weird.
A lot
Also-
of this is kinda strange.
I don't know. Like, I also wonder what level that we're getting. First off, did you see what the president said yesterday with the fucking Japanese prime
Yeah,
minister?
of course, dude. He dropped a.
If he's
he
not
dropped a bomb on him,
if
you
he's
know
not
what I mean?
the funniest, like and that one was actually he knew what he was doing there. Like
It's
sometimes
becoming
he's-
less funny to me. It's all becoming a lot less funny to me.
Oh well, why? Because their hands on the nuke? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's
just
a
like-
little fucking. It's a little much.
Back in the day, I'd been like, "That's."
But
that's a
but
sick
here's the
thing.
deal. And then this
He's like, "What
one
are we gonna
happened.
tell you? Did you tell us about Pearl Harbor? Let's go." I was
And
like,
this is what.
"Ah."
But have you seen what happened? Japan is animating him, bro. I'm gonna show you this. Japan is animating him as this fucking. I hope I saved it.
Oh God!
I hope I
Damn.
saved it.
Oh Jesus!
I did.
Lord.
He is a fucking rock star in Japan now.
Why?
His response, "Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Many fans in Japan and America are now making strongman memes of Trump with anime girls swooning
No.
over him. Some say it was one of the biggest troll responses to the point where some were extremely offended while others found it hilarious. Dude, the young kids in
That's
Japan
nuts.
are drawing anime of it. So I'm
So it's
second
working?
like. Well, hi Ozzy in real life, Eel. E3O. No one makes videos says, "Hello, I'm alive." Anywho, yeah, I don't know, man. The shit is unstable. right
I
now.
would have thought the adults said, "Hey, you know, after that whole nuke situation, boys, we kind of broke it. We broke the war because it was like sticks and stones. It's just play everything out." We started with sticks and stones, and a guy was like, "Let me put a fucking Sharpie thing at the fucking. Let me kind of fucking stick. Hear me out. What if we get like a stick?
Yeah.
I kind of make the thing kind of
Real
like
pointy.
we're beating people. We're beating people
we
right
can
now.
stab them.
We can kind of like, I don't know if you've been fucking, come on, you know,
Yeah,
and
we
you're like,
can
yeah,
come
fucking
on
good
board with
idea.
it, yeah.
And you're like, well, fuck, you know, we can take some of the fucking animal bone, shimmy it down. Hear me out. Shimmy the animal bone down. This sounds crazy.
Give it a little shimmy.
I know. You take a rock, one of those hard ones from the
Yeah.
field.
Yep.
You take one of those, I don't know, just maybe like, I think you do this a bunch. And you're like, whoa. And then you get a sharp animal bone. You put that at the end of the stick. Okay? And then the guy's like, oh, Bob, oh, fuck, it's just ripping through my... Craig, it's fucking ripping through him over here. And you're like, I do it. And you're like, oh, cool. What if we threw that motherfucking thing? You're like, I don't want to fucking lose it. Be like, what if we fucking made, like, little versions of them?
And then
And then we fucking kind of like, we'll throw them. And they're like, you can't fucking throw. They throw little fucking spears.
he's like, "No, but I hook up this thing."
When I hooked up, oh, yeah, the
and you
ad level?
just- Yeah. And then you
I hook
just-
up this fucking, that's, whatever fucking autistic caveman came up with that, fucking unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. That's one of the sickest inventions. They're like, what if my arm's longer?
Yeah. What
That
if I
had
had
to come after
What if
everything.
I
That
had
came
more,
after
What if I
everything.
had more torque?
That doesn't make sense. How did someone figure
But
that
also,
out?
like, have you ever seen people proficient with a sling?
Oh.
It's
They'll rock your world.
It's like now
rock-
that
the
now
ones that do this?
Yeah.
The ones
When I think about, like, you know, when we heard the story of
They'll rock
David
your
and
world.
Goliath, I'm sitting here thinking of a little Dennis the Menace motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
With a
baby.
slingshot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
yeah.
what rings in a little
Absolutely.
kid's head.
Yep, except
when
it's
you
Bo
see
Agrius
how
with a rock this
fucking
big,
sling
with a
and you're
stone.
throwing it
a football
at
shaped
the speed
stone.
of sound. Speed of sound.
Probably not. That
Like-
sounds fast.
Dude, that's what's making the whip crack.
Sounds fast. Say that sounds fast.
That sounds fast.
No, right after I'm gonna move my lips, and then
I got you.
So it's like
That sounds fast.
that was that
That was dead nuts. That was dead nuts. Go ahead.
Yeah, do it right after.
That sounds fast.
I moved my mouth.
You threw in word.
Oh man! All right, I'll get rid of that shit.
Dude, don't do that on Chuck Norris's death day, dude.
No, he died last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's over.
We
be
can
over it now.
we can be over it.
No, but we broke war, dude. Everybody just kept one-upping each other, right? And then when they hit nuke status and they go, human nature's over. We ruined everything. We don't know what we're doing anymore. What do we do? But at that time, it was when you're doing all the things, when the cave people were getting all the whole story we went through, that's when you're like, man, they got like fruits and beverages over there. And I got to get some of that. My tribe's literally perishing over here. All our fruits and friggin' vegetables and stuff.
Yeah. It's perishing.
Larry fucking came on the fucking all
Larry.
over him, dude.
We don't have a hose.
Dude, and his stuff's
have
like
a
acid.
fucking
His stuff's
hose,
like
dude.
battery acid. So then their fruits were gone. They had to go to that other tribe and they had to get those fruits. Now that we know, and they're like, what's over there? What's past that tribe? I don't know, probably nothingness. Probably the empty void that's inside my heart. Probably something like that.
Something like that.
But no, the world like keeps going and going. And those simple fucks didn't know that.
They didn't know it.
So then we got to a point where we're like, oh, we know it's a whole globe, and we're kind of like, oh shit, if I keep walking this way, I fucking it's the same spot that I fucking was. It's crazy. We're at that point, and then we got the nuke. So it's like, what? We broke it, guys. Now we have to shift. Now we shift to space. Because I was thinking too, how do we unravel this mess? All of our parents' 401ks and shit are locked up in Raytheon and Lockheed Martin and stuff. It would crash the fucking system.
Absolutely.
Instead, you say, no. You guys can wean yourself off of those profits, but you're making rockets now. And we're getting to Mars. We're getting to Saturn. We're checking out that hexagon. What's that all about? That's crazy. We're checking out all these things in the stars and be like, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we do now. Our parents will be fine, but we're going to divest out of that eventually. We just can't shock the system immediately. Because I've been really researching what are the big shocks to the system. Like, do you know the cash for clunkers deal?
Yeah.
You know what they did to those cars?
I know that there's a bunch of them that are just sitting in fucking Texas, but
they poured this like crystal silicate or something, some sort of chemical that when you take the oil out and put this in and you heat it up, it crystallizes and grows, so it locks obviously everything up.
Yeah,
and it was because those cars were starting to get too many miles.
Oh, I know.
Starting to get 200 to 600 to 800.
Dude, the car grift is fucking
car grift.
So weirdly, like that is like right after I quit selling cars, and it truly changed everything. Like there is no such thing as a fucking $1,000. I mean, well, I've been fortunate enough I found a couple $1,000 cars, but like there is no fucking $500 to $1,000 car for your 16-year-old to fucking practice on. It just doesn't exist.
I saw somebody trying to sell a heap for $4,000, and I was like,
they're crazy. People are crazy.
What
People are nuts.
I know a guy who fixes up old Subarus that have like 150 plus
Yeah,
thousand
I do
miles
too.
and just changes the head gaskets and like everything that usually goes bad with them, and he'll sell them for like $4,000. Start
Yeah.
at $4,000.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's probably
great.
what I told Oliver. I'm like, you're starting there, dude. I bought my first car for $500. I know that was a long time ago.
I did too. Mine was $350 as a Mazda B2000.
But
Had 400,000 miles on it.
I was looking at the McDonald's CEO crisis, and then all the CEOs were taking bites of shit and all doing their own fucking, I'll eat my own fucking Wendy's fucking thing. I'm like, hey, real quick, what is the average CEO price compared to an employee? When America was cooking, it was about 30 times. Imagine making 30 times your fucking employees' wages, dude. It's like, oh yeah, no, I make fucking $900,000, dude. And they're like, fuck, you're the richest man in the fucking world. Now it is 280 times most of those fuckers what they make comparison, especially to the fast food. It's even more. It's like they're the ones at the top of that scale.
Yeah.
I'm like,
This
Dude,
is
the McDonald's
obscene.
thing was absolutely hilarious. Like,
That was pretty funny.
but only mainly because it's just such a fucking microcosm of just these nerdy, soft fucking men, like in quote unquote power, that I am just over. I am over these these super fucking effeminate 50-year-old fucking white men that are just the biggest pussies on the
Why would you
face
ever
of
say
the
that?
planet.
I want to take some of your
I
sons and
am
daughters to
so
Iran, and you're going to talk to me like that?
over
That's
it.
crazy.
I think that there should be a constitutional law that if you are a closeted gay center who has never had children, you don't get to vote to send
don't get
anybody
to.
else's children to
You
war.
don't get to.
That's my deal. You don't get to vote. If here's the deal: if you want to vote to send everybody to war, then you got to pick up a shield and you got to go too. That's the deal. Anybody
War's
that's cheering,
broken,
anybody that's
guys.
cheering this thing on right now, we got to do this. We got to go yourself and send your loved ones. That's if you
They're
are
like,
that
well, I'll just.
fucking. If you're so excited to do this,
I'm sending my robot
that's what you
children.
need to do.
I'm just sending my robot children. They're clones. They have
Or
my
do
children's
that.
DNA in
Hey,
there.
Boston
Drones
Dynamics.
versus
What the fuck have
robots
you been doing
versus-
with these fucking robot
Yeah,
dogs?
we haven't seen a video in
Can
a
we-
hot minute.
Can we see some Boston Dynamics robot dogs? Just cut them
you
loose,
mentioned China earlier. China's crazy to me.
bro. Well,
Because China,
I never really
China
sat and thought
looks-
about it.
The big cities
Yeah,
are fucking
they're insane.
unreal.
They're insane. But
They
also,
blow us out of the absolute water,
yep.
sir.
Well, yes, and
Yes.
yes, and
Yes.
Like-
period.
the thing that's weird is like obviously we saw this in 2008 too. Like they're very good at showing what's cooking in fucking China and like not showing the fucking heinous fucking blackouts and like fucking extreme poverty on the outside of that thing.
I looked that shit up too. It looks just like rural.
But also,
it doesn't look bad.
the thing that's crazy to me is the amount of things that going back, people always talk about Columbus, we talk about discovering all of like the things that were taught to us as like a regular part of our curriculum. One of the main ones being China being the most populous country in the world, approaching 2 billion.
That one child thing, though, I'm like, how are they still
So how does
doing
that
it?
work?
Yeah.
So then I was watching this Chinese mathematician, and she's like, that doesn't check out. First of all, there was an estimated 500 million people, Chinese people, before the Communist Revolution. And then they had the one-child situation. In order for it to grow, in order for it to double to 1 billion people, every couple would have had to have had at least 4 children.
I was just about to say
It's very simple fucking math. And when we start to do that, I'm like we know that where does the population still explode? Like in Latin America, Africa, more impoverished
Israel.
communities. Is that true? That's interesting.
Yep, they're the only ones defeating the
Crunch, like the population crunch. But the thing is like we've been sold on this overpopulated
Saw
idea.
that on Twitter. So
And the reality is that
fact-check
the
that.
number might be billions off of what
What's
we
the
think
grift
is
there?
on the. Well, I think from a Chinese standpoint, I think it's like power, like it's showing strength.
But if they're abject poverty, how are they even getting real numbers anyway?
Well, that's just it. Like the numbers don't really fucking check
poverty-
out anyway.
There is like, because I watched a video where someone drove from one of the nice towns and just kept heading further and further out. And it looked like fucking, this could have been AI, but it was like rice paddies fucking in the hills and they're all fucking working out there. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't look like. I've just heard so many bad things that I'm reassessing everything I've ever been told in my life because that's where I'm at right now. It's where you kind of gotta be. So China, I feel like, hasn't been worried about shit. And what they do is they've traded like chaos for order, and they have more truth than we do. Like, our system is not very different than theirs. Ours is the illusion of choice. They've just taken the illusion away. From my understanding, what I know, I like to find creators that go over there, and I know now all those can be psyoped. But this was long before. Like, I used to watch this guy who was like a Jon Stewart of China. Okay. And he was more talking about, like how you can't really question the government and shit like that. And that shit's bad. But I'm like, they traded that for how good it is there. That's how this Chinese lady said it. She's like, yeah, we can't do that. But look at our cities. We have old women and babies walking around at 10 p.m. We have people leaving their windows to their cars unlocked. We have people walking in socks, and they'll go from one part of the town in a downtown, and they'll walk to the other edge, and their socks are still stone white, dude. That's how clean this shit is, dude.
Steve's a fucking Chinese communist fucking propaganda.
I thought communism meant, oh, well, they fucking slice people's heads off every day. Like, that's how
they just starve to death.
Communism, the idea of it is not terrible. Like, it really isn't. Like, from what they made it seem like it was to what it, like, the definition's like, oh, everybody fucking gets a little bit and we all kind of share the shit. And it's like, okay, that's not a fucking terrible idea. You can do that in small areas if everyone's down with that. If everyone's like, because
but like that's never gonna happen. Like that, like
I'm not saying it should.
No.
I'm not saying it should. Like, I'm saying it's not this boogeyman.
The problem is that you have to put people in charge of systems like that, and putting people in charge of systems like that, we see it falls apart. Like,
why does anyone have to be in charge? Well, Spain ran without a government. They were just like, yeah, no, we got this board that fucking kind of does shit, and there's a bunch of people that were kind of like come together on decisions and. We can get online and fucking. I'm not saying communism's the way, but
I know you're not.
Things are going to have to change because I've been on my soapbox about how tradesmen are going to inherit the earth, and as I think about that, I'm like,
you're turning into Che Guevara, dude.
We may be the we may be the only ones who have to work still for a while. Like, we need some sort of UBI.
Have to work, get to work.
We're going to have to do something for the people whose jobs are being taken by AI. That's why I'm fighting the super corps.
I'm not sure that we are. I think that that's a very optimistic outlook. And I think that
it's what has to happen.
Well, listen, I think
what's the alternative?
I'm not ruling out a very horrible alternative. Like
a mass culling?
I mean, dude, you know how easy it would be for them to do that?
Yes, we broke war.
Considering, well, not fuck war. Out. They just did it with fucking COVID. They just proved the model. And they're going to say either now, so they can go either one of two ways. The public's trust in vaccinations is no good, right? So we're going to actually release the virus that does, so they don't get back. Okay, or
a virus would be bad.
These idiots will take anything that we fucking tell them as long as we tell them it'll keep them safe or whatever, and then that thing does it. They could do it very easily. Look how many doses they administered to people against their will just 5 years ago.
I don't think they could do it again.
I don't know.
I don't think they could do it again.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I think that Trump is fumbling so hard right now. I think he's fumbling so hard right now with Iran that I think that you could talk people back into anything but this. I think that is what is the crazy seesaw right now.
I think, and maybe it's my algorithm and my Twitter feed, is I think people are as awake as they ever have been. I have never seen the amount of people saying the things that they are saying where they're like, I think the whole thing is a scam. We have to relook at everything. That was never. I was on a GD island with 9/11 at the beginning. I'm like, nah, some of that doesn't make sense. We got camera angles of everything in the Pentagon. They're like, we got none. We got one, but it's kind of like it goes from here and then there's an explosion. 9/11 broke me. And then it's like, oh, you look into other things and you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. And you're on an island. You were with your funny uncle at Thanksgiving breaking down how the Federal Reserve was neither federal nor a reserve. And you're like, oh, yeah, no one else was onto it. Now you could go to Thanksgiving and I think 75% of the people would be like, yep, 9/11, there's some fucking questions to that.
There.
And I think the COVID was why, like, everyone that kind of like, because there's a sickness going around in St. Louis that I was like, they should have told everyone to mask up just for a little while. Be like, hey, there's something bad going around. Everyone take that extra precaution. That's what they could have done with COVID. They could have said, hey, everyone take that little extra precaution. We're going to do it. Mainly healthy people, you're fine. That we're going to take this vaccine that we cooked up immediately, and now it's fine. Dude, they did a study with kids, and now this was a huge fucking study too. But they said it wasn't like, it didn't really prove that much because they could have, I forget what the final verdict was, but pericarditis in kids, only with the vaccine.
There was no reason to vaccinate our kids.
There was no reason to ever vaccinate our kids.
And we knew that. And they knew that. That's the other thing, is like a lot of the news cycle is so, like, this is the thing that, like, I would love for everybody to sit into, which is, we know that the news cycle is like constantly operating on a 24/7 basis, and that turns into ratings, and it's what can we get the most eyes on for 30 seconds at a time. And so the news keeps getting more and more diluted, and there's a lot of false headlines and and then there's redactions, but the redactions never get they never get the amount of publicity. They never are going to put themselves on Front Street as having been wrong or making a mistake. And so, like, there are so many things from COVID that have come out, especially about Fauci. Like, Rand Paul absolutely made a case to put Fauci away forever for the rest of time. And everyone's like, I'm tired of Rand Paul. All he can do is then recommend that to the Department of Justice, who has to do it. So my question is, what is the solution for constantly, this goes, Eric Holder with fucking Obama. Like, what do you do with a Department of Justice that refuses to fucking prosecute anything? And listen, this was something I was really concerned about whenever they were going after Trump for, like, real estate values and shit. I'm like, oh, this is bad. Not because, whatever. Like, first off, it wasn't that big of a deal, and it turned out to all be kind of fucking nonsense. But you know what it is, and you know who you're tempting and what you're doing. And it then made political opponents, like this weird volley with Department of Justices, like fucking, well, when I win, they're all going to jail. And when they win, we're all going to jail. And nobody's ever fucking going to jail. And this guy who respectfully resigns from his fucking position at the NCTC, right? Like, all of a sudden, they're going to investigate him because he was not allowed to look into Israel.
Or Charlie Kirk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I apologize. I actually put that in there. He never said Israel. They said that. New York Post said that. That's what I said. New York was like, this guy's claiming that Israel. He never said that. He said we were not allowed to investigate foreign nationals or foreign governments potentially having something to do with the assassination. Never once said Israel in the whole fucking thing. And now they're going after him. So that makes the count. Actually, I know the count's better than 1, but it's at least 1-0 on the number of arrests that we have on people who respectfully step down and because they don't want to take a hawkish position, and also said that there were some things that are kind of not really checking out with this huge Charlie Kirk thing, which we've all seen. We've all seen that fucking circus unfold. I called you the day that I saw it, dude. I called you and I'm like, a widow's allowed to grieve. This is fucking weird. And like this whole story that they've been telling. If you watch The Boys, this is so fucking parallel to The Boys. It's boring. Like the way that the character building and like, I guess she's like Starlight or something. Actually, she's Homelander. She's the fucking, and it is fucking gross. It's fucking gross. And like
They killed that dude
They
in front of
fucking-
everybody.
They killed that dude in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And then fucking made her talk. And here's the deal. And then we find out that before him, she was a honeypot. Like it is in our face that Erica Kirk was a fucking honeypot. We're gonna get shut down. I don't even give a fuck. It's in our face. It's fucking gross, man.
Twitch is cool. Aren't
I
they?
guess. I don't know. It's Amazon.
4.5 million views or possibly more with the Joe Kent Tucker Carlson interview, and Joe Kent's been doing the rounds. That's why I think things are changing,
Dude, well, it
because
is.
a lot of these like Candace and I mean a lot of these journalists are kind of fucking figuring some shit out, and it's becoming in vogue to be the journalist who's like,
Well, because everybody
I
was a
found
pussy for
Nick
10
Sher-
years
if
and didn't
we're
fucking say
swinging
anything.
back the right
there's
way.
a fucking there's a fucking 25-year gap of journalists that had any kind of fucking nutsack on them, and it's ridiculous. And I'm talking spirit dick, fat dick spirit, like guy, girl, whatever. Somebody who would say, "Hey, you fucking clown dicks." My thing, you said 9/11, and like I was still full of enough new metal and loved my country enough and the right that it gave me to be a dumb fucking white boy in fucking 2000 that I was like, yeah, maybe they fucking did do it, dude. Go fucking turn that son of a bitch into a glass fucking parking lot. Like I was propagandized. Like everything, all the music was, I hate my fucking parents, fuck you, fucking red, white, and blue on the country.
Iraq
fucking,
blew
like,
me away.
So
I could not get over why the
well,
fuck.
Iraq always felt one. It always felt Iraq was like we went over there. It was like we fucking beat their ass.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we just stayed there the first time. Well, even the second time.
Rock their
even the
ass,
second time,
dude.
it was like, all right, we're kind of whooping their ass. Afghanistan was always like, why don't we fucking learn why don't we fucking look at the history of war?
How long
with the
did
Russians
it take
and
for us to
everything
get
else?
in Afghanistan? After
From
Iraq?
there, I wouldn't say by 2005. So I mean,
4 years.
I
4
would
years.
say 3 years maybe. But whatever it was,
The Halliburton thing blew me away too. That was nuts. And that was my people I knew who served were like, we got to pay $9, and they weren't like putting together the scheme. They were like, oh man, we got to pay $9 for deodorant. And like, I remember one of the worst jobs you could have was riding shotgun in the Halliburton supply train, because it was like all the shit for the troops. So like the Taliban and those guys
they're
were
shutting
like,
down.
oh, let's go. They're getting Xboxes and TVs and all this shit. They're like,
That-
absolute. And it would be a convoy of trucks. And there'd have to be like a couple of our guys. in the
Humvees,
front.
yeah.
But somebody had to use like ride shotgun in the front. And I'm like, dude, that is a fucking nutty little. And then I was like, wait, our vice president owns Halliburton? So it's like he has an incentive to
100%.
do war.
to do this. Yeah.
We have been gaslit so much that people are like, you got a problem with people making money? Is that what your problem is? This guy hates when people make money off stuff. It's like, you have an incentive in the game, like, to prolong this. This is wild. It's like the guy who used to run Raytheon, who still sits on the board, he's our new president. And he started 12 wars. It's crazy. He needed to do it. And we'd be like, no, isn't that his stocks went up so much? And people would be like, what, he can't make a few bucks? Oy vey.
Where are the fucking protests in the streets for this?
Oh,
like that's the other thing.
The protests are all bullshit, guys. Don't even get me started on the high school protest. Oh my God.
Well, I'm just saying in general, like
I can't do it.
The amount of nothing feels real in this arena. Like the only thing that feels real is what I'm doing. And what I was gonna say is like the last 2 days have been a bit of an anomaly. In that I deleted the app. I deleted Facebook off my phone, and my productivity
you were cooking on
did
Facebook.
go up.
You were cooking.
I was cooking, bud.
Yeah.
I was cooking a lot. But
Yeah.
also, like, my general happiness truly fucking, like, expanded. Like, like
no doubt.
truly expanded, like, significantly.
If I could take really good pictures, which I wanted to search that today, I'm thinking about going to a flip phone. Maybe I
buddy,
keep this just
I've
for-
been saying it.
This
I've
off?
been saying that.
I get to make my decisions.
Why
now.
don't we document a fucking little series of the going?
We won't
back-
be able to.
Somebody can with a camera, with a fucking camera.
We have a camera.
We got cameras, dude.
We have cameras.
Yeah, dude. I'm just or I'm just gonna erase everything with like I'm done with streaming platforms. I told you I got one for like $3.99. Fucking, I've been watching Pluto TV and live TV.
Real quick, we got 2% on this battery left.
Let's shut it down.
So, guys, this is on Twitch. We'll put some